Welcome to Leadership Rewired with Allison Allen, the podcast where we cut through the noise and talk about what leading really takes. No sugarcoating, no jargon, just real conversations, hard-earned insights, and practical wisdom to help you lead through change. Build the cultures that work and stay human while doing it. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, I'm Allison Allen, and welcome back to Leadership Rewired. In our last episode, we talked about status quo, how what feels safe often isn't safe. Comfort can keep us stuck until reality forces us to move. Remember, the 4 phases of change are status quo, disruption, adoption, and integration. Today, we're diving into the second phase, disruption. Disruption is the crack in the comfort of status quo. Disruption doesn't arrive gently. It literally barges in. When it hits, the emotions are real and they're raw. There is shock, denial, anger, anxiety, that feeling that what you trusted yesterday no longer works today. And usually it's because it doesn't. Disruption doesn't feel like growth. It feels like loss. But it's often the only thing that clears the space for something new. In the last episode, I shared how staying in our New York apartment felt safe. Then the letters started coming in from the building to increase the rent, from the school to increase tuition. And I remember staring at these numbers and feeling my stomach drop. At the same time, I'm looking around the apartment. The kids were literally outgrowing the space as they already were. They were bumping into each other, asking for their own room. Homework is spread all over the place. Suddenly, it was clear this was not about comfort. It was about survival. Stay stuck in an apartment that no longer fit us, or face the uncertainty of moving somewhere new. That's disruption. The moment when staying the same is no longer an option. We've seen this play out in business again, and again. Blockbuster, we talked about them last time, really thought that brick and mortar stores were safe until Netflix made streaming the new normal. Overnight, that model collapsed. More recently, Peloton went from being the darling during the pandemic to a cautionary tale when gyms reopened. Demand dropped, inventories piled up, and the very thing that looked unstoppable turned into a massive disruption. These companies didn't fail because they lacked resources. Quite the opposite. They failed because disruption rewrote the rules faster than they could actually respond. Here's what I want you to hear. Disruption isn't a breakdown, it's a turning point. I know it doesn't feel that way, but it is. If you're an individual, what disruption is showing up in your life right now? Is it financial, physical, professional, or personal? How are you looking at it? How are you treating it? Like a failure or the beginning of a possibility? If you're a leader, disruption rattles people. Expect fear, resistance, even grief. Don't dismiss it as pushback. These emotions that people are feeling are real. Your job isn't to erase disruption, it's just simply to acknowledge it, normalize it, and help people reorient. Because here's the truth. If you ignore disruption, it will own you. If you name it, you can lead through it. So if you're leading a team, ask yourself, where is disruption already happening? And am I acknowledging it or pretending it's not there? How can I create space for people to process the loss, not pressure them to move on? What opportunities might this disruption be opening that weren't possible before? Leaders who normalize, yes, normalize disruption instead of avoiding it, give their teams permission to move forward with confidence. So that's phase 2, disruption. When the ground shifts right under your feet. It doesn't feel good. It rarely feels safe, but it's necessary. Without disruption, there is no adoption, there's no integration. In our next episode, we'll explore adoption, the phase where people decide whether to opt in, resist, or redefine their role in their new reality. Until then, here's my challenge to you.
Identify one disruption you're facing right now at home, at work, in your leadership. Write it down. Share it with someone you trust because naming disruption is the first step to owning it. That's Leadership Rewired. Thanks for listening. If this resonated, share it with someone who is navigating disruption right now. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode on adoption. Until next time, keep rewiring.
Thanks for listening to Leadership Rewired with Allison Allen. If today's episode hit home, share it with a leader who needs it. And if you want more truth talk leadership insights, subscribe wherever you listen, follow me on LinkedIn, and keep leading with clarity even when it's hard. See you next time.